Let's take a look at our tail of the tape. Jason Jackson, 34. Andrey Koreshkov, also 34. They're both 6 foot 1 inch tall. They both weighed in at 171 pounds. The difference here is the reach of Jason Jackson. Got a 4-inch advantage.
Keys to victory for the main event. For Jason Jackson, pressure with a jab, threatened to wrestle, and a rare uppercut, winning the Bellator title. For Koreshkov, control the center, spinning kicks, and then counter wrestling.
Fight fans, this main event is brought to you by Aturo Tires. Get a quote online and keep performance within reach. With Aturo Tires, just head over to AturoTires.com. And once again, this is your main event of the evening in a first-round matchup in the welterweight brackets. First, we head to the blue corner. With a record of 28-5, 18 by stoppage. Weighing in officially at 171 pounds, he is a 2-time Bellator welterweight tournament winner. Fighting out of Omsk, Russia, you may call him Spartan Andrey Koreshkov. Across the cage in the red corner, with a record of 18-5, a former Bellator welterweight world champion, fighting out of Deerfield Beach, Florida, but representing his home country of Jamaica. Weighing in at 171 pounds, he is the ass-kicking machine, Jason Jackson. Your referee, Keith Peterson.
Both of you have been given your instructions. Touch gloves if you like. Let's fight.
Advanced stance presented by Arkham. Trade with intelligence. Andrey Koreshkov advanced stats. 77% of his finishes have come in the first round. He's here for a good time, not a long time.
Sir, are you ready? Sir, are you ready? Fight!
Koreshkov in the black trunks. Jason Jackson in the green. Heavy leg kick from Jackson early.
Fast hands from Jackson. Hard low kicks as well. He is not messing about.
He told us he was going to attack that lead leg. Went with the right hand to the body as well. Uppercut searching here for Jackson. Koreshkov expected the takedown attempt. Felt that he had the technique advantage on the feet.
Nice
Thought that
elbow.
Jackson would try to take that away.
Elbow to the thigh. Yeah, nice. I wonder if a part of the plan was to try and use this to drain Koreshkov a little bit.
Take a little speed out of him. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking in the fighter meetings with Jackson, he also pointed out something he felt was a serious advantage for himself. Said, hey, what do you have that Koreshkov doesn't have? He said, well, I've got training partners that fight like him. He doesn't have training partners that are like me. He said he's got no Jamaicans in his camp.
It's an interesting point, though, because obviously he does move differently to other fighters, but if he's got Russians and Dagestani fights in his camp, they can replicate more what Koreshkov can do.
That was the point he was making. Right. He said he doesn't have anyone who's twitchy like me. We're the fastest people in the world in Jamaica. He doesn't have that in Siberia to train with.
Spent a lot of my early days training with a lot of Jamaican boxers, and I could never keep up with them for speed. They were so quick. Level change here. Jason Jackson's just about got his fingers together there. Koreshkov spread his base and kept the grip apart.
Now Koreshkov with double underhooks reverses the position. Jackson able to pummel back in, turn and replace.
Keep working.
Good defense there again by Koreshkov.
2 minutes left in round number 1 of this main event. Jason Jackson pressing Andrey Koreshkov against the barrier. Trying to work a takedown, but Koreshkov staying upright for now.
Koreshkov did say in the fighter interviews that he didn't expect to be taken down. He thought Jason Jackson may try, but he didn't think he would have any success. And so far, his takedown defense has been pretty solid.
Double unders again for Koreshkov. He tried to knee up over the top of his own shoulder.
Look, this is a space where Koreshkov could clear, could get out of this tie, get off the fence, and get back more up to the open space where his striking becomes much more effective.
We're going to see Koreshkov break and strike here. He's going to try for his own takedown.
Jackson backs out with a minute left in the round. Body kick.
Nice body kick.
Now to the leg again with the right leg. Level change again. Koreshkov shrugs it up, goes chest to chest.
Koreshkov with some short-range strikes there. Look at the redness on the leg of Koreshkov.
And the body.
That body's from the cheese grater of the fence for 3 minutes of the round.
Good frame with the right arm for Koreshkov. Tried to turn it into a left elbow. Wasn't able to land it clean.
Jackson tries for the trip there. 15 seconds left.
Koreshkov with a high inside single.
Koreshkov trying to single.
Swing and a miss. Wow.
Kicked himself off balance and ends up on the back to finish round 1, does Jackson. Element, the official hydration partner of the PFL, is offering a free sample pack with any purchase. If you'd like to try Element, scan the QR code or visit drinkelement.com. That's drinkelement.com/PFL. Claim your free sample pack. Second round action in our main event. Koreshkov versus Jackson. Koreshkov in the black trunks. Inside leg kick is checked. Jackson throws another. Good level change here from Koreshkov, trying to chase around the corner. Jackson with the body lock, not letting it happen.
Some control of the ankle there by Jason Jackson. That's really going to slow Koreshkov turning that corner.
It's not going to let him get to the proper angle to turn the corner and finish that double, or that single. There's the double now. Good ankle control by Jackson.
Thad Jean looking on cage side. In fact, when these guys walked out, he was talking trash. He was shouting into the cage. I don't know what he was saying to either of them. Good heavy sprawl here from Jackson. Walks his feet along the cage.
Great defense here by Jackson so far. Still on the ankle. Koreshkov's trying to build up. Now he's got a bit of space, but now you can see the cradle under the leg.
Jackson making Koreshkov carry a lot of weight, spend a lot of energy underneath Jackson, trying to find a way to peek out, find some daylight to finish the takedown.
Koreshkov trying to nice down here. Jackson working around to the back. Trying to handcuff on that right arm of Koreshkov, and then he kicks the leg out from underneath the Russian.
Nice. Jason Jackson slowly creeping around to the back now. He's going to try and get that arm on the other side of Koreshkov's head so he can start to attack the neck. That's why Koreshkov's holding onto that wrist for so much control here.
2-on-1 defense here for Koreshkov, keeping that left arm of Jason Jackson.
Jason Jackson on top here. Tries to step over, but he rushed it.
Full mount here. Koreshkov gets the corners, trying to find some hand control and find his way to his feet.
Nice elbow to the side of the head by Jackson.
Well, now Jackson able to start snaking his arm around the neck. Thinks better of it and goes to the strikes instead.
Jackson right in his corner as well. Can hear his coaches talking him through these positions.
Koreshkov with the tripod.
Good job, Jason Jackson. Use your legs. Make sure you're using your legs.
Nifty little short uppercut from behind Koreshkov. Jackson popped the chin up. This is good work with the right hand.
Nice work with the ankle.
Beautiful. Beautiful little trick by Jason Jackson.
Keith Peterson that says that was in the back of the head. It opened up a cut as well. Koreshkov bleeding from the back of his scalp. And that is it. That cut is in exactly the area they tell you not to hit. So no disputing that.
Hold on. I need it. No, there was two before that. No. Come in. The cut.
I would say that the cut's in a legal place.
All right, so
It would have to be lower down
so,
if it was in an illegal
the
place.
Cut's in a decent place, but there was elbows behind there. So that's what I stopped for, not necessarily the cut. For those elbows behind there, so we just got to make sure it's okay, and the cut's okay, and we can continue. Yep, he can speak.
It was always explained to me, Dan, that if someone puts headphones on, it has to land on the headphones. If it lands behind them.
You need a translator? He doesn't get up to 5
Level
minutes.
with the line of the ears. The back of the head is the mohawk, level with the line of the ears.
Mohawk is what I understood as well.
Listen to the referee saying
before
it.
that were behind the head, back of the head. So that's what we're going to look, make sure he's okay to go, okay? And we're going to call it an accidental, all right, and we continue, okay?
Translator from the corner comes in.
Keith Peterson on the money there. Exactly what he said. The cut is in a legal place. There's nothing illegal about that. The illegal elbows were landed, which is why he called a stop to the action.
You can see the replay here.
You had one before, and then that was like the second one. Okay, so that's why we're stopping right now. Make sure he's okay. Okay.
Koreshkov back to his feet.
What's that? What's that? No, because it's a foul, we're back up. Yeah, we start in the middle. The cut wasn't what I was worried about. It was the two before that. That's
Does he want to fight?
They're asking the question directly.
Give me a
Does
second.
Andrey Koreshkov want to fight?
Okay. Stop and stand right there for me. Thank you. Just so we're together, if he doesn't, it was accidental. He's moving and whatever, but he just hit him twice, so that's why we stopped. So we would go with, no time, whatever. But it looks like it'll be okay.
It's up to you, but I think we should give him another minute or two.
All right, well, he said, yeah.
Right now he's a little dizzy, but let's give him a couple minutes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, he was getting hit legally too. He was getting beat up, so. But we'll give him time.
Okay. Just let me know and I'll come back.
Okay.
But you tell me.
We're gonna be. Yeah.
But I feel like he's gonna want to fight.
Yeah, he's gonna be. 3 more minutes. Good. Okay. Give him. Let him regroup. Just stay right there. You can.
So listening into Keith Peterson, taking control of the situation here, giving Koreshkov the time on an illegal blow
I'm not going to take a point
to recover,
but
explaining now to Jason Jackson that because he doesn't feel like the blow to the back of the head was intentional, there won't be a point taken, but that will serve as a warning.
Because there was a bunch of movement, I'm not taking a point away. I just giving him a stern warning, and then we'll go from there. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So
3.5 minutes of stoppage time
even
here.
If he's moving, watch that target.
The 5-minute rule, by the way, applies to groin shots, not to back of the head.
Correct. But with it being an incidental foul,
It's accidental.
that's an illegal spot. There's nothing wrong with that striking area. It would have to be lower down on the back of the skull for it to be illegal.
Down on that occipital portion, I guess, where the little protuberance on the back of your head is.
But he did hit him, but we were moving.
Protuberance, Sean. That's a great
Isn't
word.
it, right? The area that we're trying to protect is at the base of the skull, below the ears.
Yes.
Of course, there are people in the MMA world who think that those strikes should be legal.
I mean,
I don't know if I agree with that, but
Look, the base of the neck, there's no protection for the spinal cord there. That's where you have to be super cautious. But below the ears, that's illegal. Above the ears, you're okay.
looks like we're started up here. Roughly 4.5 minutes of stoppage time, and we'll get 5 minutes exactly, I'm told, of stoppage time. Well adjudicated by Keith Peterson. Everyone on the same page. No point taken. Nasty low calf kick again from Jason Jackson on the restart.
Yeah, he's really doing some good work on that lead leg.
Nice double
takedown as well.
Full mount.
Jackson now raining elbows from this top position. Koreshkov blocking but not improving his position. Now he gets to one hip. Jackson switches around to the back.
He's got this. He's got it
tight.
tight.
That's tight. Jackson squeezing.
Got a weird angle, but it's tight.
Koreshkov goes out. Jason Jackson victorious in the main event.
That was a very impressive performance by Jason Jackson. Smart work, very clinical.
Koreshkov waking back up. And it begs the question, Dan, it happened so quickly after the restart. Was Koreshkov really ready to get going again?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too, Sean. Because he took him down with ease, and he'd had trouble taking him down all the other attempts in the fight. He scrambled, he had good balance and good control.
Ready.
Thad Jean rushed right into the cage to face off with Jason Jackson, eager already to size up his opponent for the semifinal.
So here we go. So here's the level change. Jason Jackson is going to drive through with this takedown. He's going to score it. Roll it on. Beautiful work. Straight over. He's going to step over. He's going to be into mount. He's going to pass this leg here. Straight over to mount. Look at that. He's past the knee line. That makes it very, very difficult for Koreshkov to get him off this position now. Straight away, Jason Jackson postures up. He's landing heavy, heavy shots. Here we go again. Drive through on the takedown. Very nice. He's going to pass the knee line. He's going to move forward past the knee line. Straight into a mount position. There we go. Now he's got control of the upper body. He's going to land some strikes. That's going to force Koreshkov to start turning away. You see Jason drop his leg behind there. Wraps up with the neck. There's the grip around the neck. That goes under the side. You can see Jason playing with the wrists here. As soon as he's got the grip on the neck, he pulls his hand out, meets his hands together. There's the figure four. Beautiful work. Look how tight that is. And you can see Koreshkov just fast asleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by technical submission on a rear naked choke, 4 minutes and 21 seconds into round 2. Moving on to the semifinals of the PFL World Tournament, the ass-kicking machine, Jackson!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your main event winner, Jason Jackson. The ass-kicking machine, the ass-strangling machine. Was that the game plan the whole time?
Yes. First of all, I want to thank God and thank Wagner Roach. I've been working my jiu-jitsu, and I promise him there's going to be more submission this year.
Now, when you were on the ground controlling, landing a few elbows, there was an elbow that landed. Were you concerned for a moment the fight might be called early?
Yes, it was intentional, but, you know, I saw the target, and as I landed, he kind of shifted his head a little bit. But, you know, I kind of felt bad, but, hey, you know, it's a fight. Stuff happens.
Well, as soon as the fight restarted, you made quick work. Let's have a look at the finish on this screen here. You can talk me through it.
Lock my hooks. Yep. Secure that. Boom. Got to be on the head. Squeeze and pull. Blood popped out the head. Good night, baby. Told you I'm sending packing. I'm sending every single one I'm packing home. Remember that.
Wagner Host is going to be proud of that submission, yes?
Yes, and I want to thank every single one of my coach, from Bill McKnight, Henry Hoof, Greg Jones, and Michael Johnson, and Delana Taylor, and my manager, Dave Martin, for putting this together, and Kill Cliff. And I'm a shout out to Jamaica and my family at home, my kids, my wife. Oh, man, I'm glad to make you guys proud.
Now, we're going to have to do a face-off with your next opponent, Fat Gene. Talk to me about him. Tell me what you think about him.
Hey, he think he a silverback, but listen, I'm a killer. Remember that. Y'all better know that.
Congratulations, my friend. Let's get this face-off done.
So they'll talk, but they'll smile. Face to face, head to head. Semi-final matchup between the ass-kicking machine and Thad Gene. Little intensity now after all those smiles. Good thing Ray Cepo's there to oversee it. Both of these guys living and training in Florida. We'll see that one in June.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now to the PFL MMA YouTube channel.